Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Tool Talk TV. Today I'm trying to make a cheap and easy router mill. As you can see here, I'm cutting some 150mm pieces of the 18mm ply. This is a 1200 wide sheet. I'll just cut it in half to make it a bit easier, but this is actually 1200 long here. There's two pieces at 6" there, 150mm. They will be for the side of the table to support the router mill. Here I'm just marking exactly the width of my router, so then this will be what the router sits on, and it will stop it from moving side to side when I put the sides on. And here you can see I'm just doing 60mm for the sides. I mean, in hindsight, I probably could have done that a bit lower. I probably would have only needed about 30mm, but I just wanted to go a bit with it just because I didn't want to have to make new ones. So that's my two 60mm pieces there. As you can see, you can make this out of a bit of ply that's probably about 12 by 500, 600 or something like that. So it's very cheap and efficient, talking 15, 20 quid. Here I'm just marking the side so I can know where to put my screws. And I just clamp the two pieces together, make it nice and easy. Important thing to do here is to make sure your two pieces are flush. Now, my phone actually died, so we didn't get to see all of that, but I put both sides on. And here I'm just making some sliding slots. This is essentially, I want to put some little turn handles so I can loosen the sides off and sort of raise them up and down quite easily on my own, and just make it very efficient. This way I can do different size work pieces. Yeah, I just marked a line across the table just to make sure that the two sides are perfectly in line with each other. I drilled some holes through later on for when I do find I've got something to do it with. I was going to use these bolts, but they turned out to be too small. I got two silver ones. I don't know if you can see it in there, but I put one in each side, and then I just screwed up the rest with some 50mm turbo golds. Here I'm just adjusting them, making sure that they're the same height all the way through, because then I know that I'm cutting at the same thickness all the way through. Now I'm sliding two little bits of this is actual just roofing batten. I got this out to skip at work. This is something you can pick up quite easily off of any construction site. That's just to stop the router table thing from sliding off of the actual runners. And as you can see in a second, it actually does move quite freely. I mean, it is a bit stiff in places, but I'm guessing that might loosen up. Here I'm just setting the depth of my router, and away we go. Now, it is a little bit annoying that you've got to manually sort of pull it every single time. If I had a bigger milling piece, then it'd probably be a lot easier, but this is only a 25mm milling piece. It was all I could get hold of out of Screwfix that day. Fairly cheap. I think it was an Erbauer one, about £7 or something like that, next to nothing. And as you can see, it is actually working really well. There were a couple of spaces I had to go back a little bit just to catch them. I think I just went 1mm too far and left a little bit of a mohawk sticking up. And that's our first bit done. In real time, this took me about 3 minutes, 4 minutes, something like that, to do the whole side. Now, what you didn't see me do the first time was I put these two screws in either side. What you need to remember is as you're throwing your router through it, it is going to move. So I knew that I was going to cut off these end bits with my table saw, so I didn't mind just putting a screw through each side into the workbench. In future, I will sort of design a way that I can make some sort of clamp in there, maybe some chocks either side, and screw them down, and then it will hold the piece still for me. I did attempt here. I tried hitting it with my fist and thought maybe that might be easier, but it wasn't, and this definitely turned out to be the easiest method for it. And as you can see there, that all went through pretty nicely. If you like the video, be sure to subscribe, give us a like.